kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Morrison. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. It's complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now on the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And here comes the punt team. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Brady. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Snap to the back. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Monroe. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowman.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Wants to throw on third. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this hand. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass, it's Morrison. Floats it out in space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got his man in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Dixon. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go to the ground. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Offense gets set for second down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Lost to throw again. Gets open down the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.